Today, we're going to be talking about something that's pretty hot right now. We're going to be diving into the world of MLOps.
Oh, yeah.
And
It's
specifically,
a good one.
we're going to be looking at professional certifications
Yeah.
in this field.
Nice.
Yeah.
MLOps is,
If you're out there and you're thinking about maybe getting a certification in this space,
yeah.
this is the episode for you because we're going to be talking all about what it could mean for your career.
Okay, so now uh, I'm going to talk about Jupyter Notebook and how to use it with different Python MLOps libraries. So yeah, how do we get the notebook? So in the previous session, I said there are many ways using you can get the notebooks. You can get the Jupyter Notebook directly installed. You can get through Anaconda. That is also one of the way. You can also get on the AWS service we have for notebook. Uh, Same likewise Azure also and Google Cloud also. So anywhere wherever you go for the machine learning platform, you can get the Jupyter Notebook up and running. So what I have done, I have installed. Uh, um, I have installed the notebook directly in the last session, and the same thing I'm using it. I have run the notebook, and then if you access this port number 8888 in localhost, you'll be able to access the Jupyter notebook. Now this notebook, I have installed Anaconda for it. So you see the Anaconda navigator. This is the one applications which you can install in your machines, and then you can get lots of application installed through this Anaconda. Basically, there's a UI. This is the console which you can see, and there is a one command line also. The command line start with a conda, so you can install many applications through that. So one of the application which I installed is Jupyter Notebook, which you can see here launch. So anything which is installed here, you can see the launch with button with the launch. Anything which is not installed here, you can see install button. So this is the way to install the um, libraries easy way. Here you can create a virtual environment as you want it and stuff like that. So lots of features we have in Anaconda, but today we have got Jupyter Notebook for the same. Now, how do we start the Jupyter Notebook? So yesterday, last session we did this. The moment you type this Jupyter Notebook on the command line, you can get it. So that is there, and then you can access the start menus as well. So this is something which you have done it. Then here we can launch this. So here I have already this one launching, and now if you go for the file new, here you can get all the remaining things. So if you're on the command line, you have here, if you are the notebook, today we'll use the notebook. Here it is, terminal, some text file, markdown file, and if you want to write a Python file. So everything on the web browser you can get it, and few more options we have it. So let me start with the notebook, and this is the one. Let me one more time. Set prompt me. Hold on. So I think it got so new notebook. Here it is, and now you see that here select kernel. So here this kernel is basically a Python environment. It's not a Linux kernel or something which create a virtual environment in the Python. So you can go for this and select. This is your notebook. Here you can add a cell. These are the cell, and many buttons you have here. Important one is like a start, run, and then stop this. and a few more options here. Here you have, occasionally you will see that, and you can use this. So this is how you can get started with a notebook. Now if you want to open any file, so new button you can use. So those are the things which is simple, and you can get started. Now this is important. Let's say you want to install any libraries. So there is a two ways to install the libraries. One is a pip. You can run the pip command and then install the library. For example, here you can see the pip install pandas. Just I installed it, and any libraries you want to install, so just like this you can install. Or you can also use conda, because I installed the anaconda. Anaconda is having command line which is conda. Using that also you can install it. So in this slides you can see the example conda install, netcdf4, and many more libraries. So you can install both the ways, pip or anaconda, both the ways. Okay, so and this is how you can run your code in your shell, which you saw that. So that is stuff. So yeah, ultimately what is a Jupyter notebook? So Jupyter notebook is a tool to run code interactively, okay, in the web browser with a visualization and markdown text to explain the process. Simple. So you can run your code, whatever the Python code you have, you can run in the interactive way. And the one of the most powerful things which you have is two things. uh, Analyze the data whichever you have, most of the time data science and all, for the data science discovery, and then visualize graphs and different sort of visualizations you have it. So these are the two primary purpose we are using notebook. Pip, we discuss about it. Using the pip you can install the packages. Virtual environment you need to know as part of it, because you might have to create a separate environment in notebook. So virtual environment is a concept in Python. Using that you can separate the library. For example, if you see that you have two projects, in this image you have four projects, and each project you have a separate libraries. Project 1 you have a Python 2, and by project 3 you have a 2, you have Python 3, and different libraries. So that way you can isolate virtual environment. If you're using conda, then you can easily create an environment here. You see that, and you can update this and you can create it. So these are the environment. Create button, let's say Rajesh, and typically you will have to look at the packages also, but right now I'm not developing. So just select the Python, which version you want, so latest, and then create. So here one I created environment. Just like that you can create a more environment also, and then you can start working on it. So this environment Rajesh got created, and then you can connect here, top, whichever environment you want to connect. So this way uh, you can get started. Open terminal, here it is. So right now you are using the Rajesh environment, which is Python 2 3.0, so something like that. And in your environment, whatever the libraries you want to use, you can check and check all this thing, you can do that. So yeah, this is the one thing you can use it. Anaconda we discuss, it's one of the tool using that you can manage the libraries and environment. And this is the command which you can see on the screen. Using that you can install multiple libraries and all kind of things. Okay, Anaconda, how to install it? So just type Anaconda in Google. It will take you to the anaconda.com, and you can install for Windows, Mac, and Linux. I installed for Windows. It will take I think 20 minutes to install it, and then you can start using it. Okay, so how to run the code in the notebook? So I think you can see that just like that you're running the Python code on the interactive on the command line. The same way you can run it in the cell. So these are the cell which you can see in the notebook. I'll show you that, and then it can get started. Now coming back to the libraries which we are using as part of the notebook to explore the data. So there are hundreds of libraries available in the market right now and growing every week actually. But some of the libraries which are very popular in a machine learning domain, and one of these is NumPy. So NumPy is a core library for scientific computing. It adds support to large multidimensional array. So basically it works with the array and super fast, and pretty much everything depends on it. So anything which is like a 1D array, 2D array, 3D array and all, it will help you to visualize the data. So that's one of the advantage we'll use in some time in a demo. Pandas again builds on NumPy, and this package is for data manipulations, uses for data frame object from R, and well suited for many different kinds of data like a tabular data, order, unordered, matrix data with row and column labels, and many other stuff. So this is another library which I explored today at a high level. Sci-Fi is another library which is built on NumPy, and this is having collections of all the mathematical algorithm. So whatever you see, that linear algebra, optimization, integrations, and interpolations and all, everything, all the maths related library you can find here. Seaborn. Seaborn is one of the libraries which is, you can say, is a matplotlib library, uh, and this is for graphs. So matplotlib library, which you can see the very good graphs, and using Seaborn you can improve the graph. So that way you can see that before applying the Seaborn with the matplotlib, and after that there's just some clarifications on that visualizations actually. Skitlearn again is for the uh, all this you can say combined NumPy, SciFi, and Matplotlib. These are,
Yeah, yeah. Basically, it's used for classification algorithms, scikit-learning.
yeah,
So I work on this. Yeah, even
right,
pandas I work and NumPy I
right,
work. Yeah.
right. And this is the one of the library which is again Python library for creating static, interactive, and animated visualizations. So these are the libraries which most of the time when you start the Jupyter notebook you will work with it. Now uh, in MLOps, you probably don't have to get into the so much of algorithm and programming, but understanding is important. And for building the understanding, you need a data sets. Data sets like where you can play around it. Though on the Google, you can find a lot of data sets. Most of the data sets you can find on the CSV format, structure one, and you can play around with it. So there are many tools available which can help you to bring the non-structured data to structured data. Like you can use a Logstash is one of the one which is very popular for this, but many other tools, monitoring tools, you have it. So where do you find the data sets, and you can use for practice? So there are many websites which are available where you can find the lots of data sets. So this is the website for AWS, okay, where you find all the AWS related data sets and free of cost for downloading purpose. So you can use it for the research and learning purpose. Microsoft do provide their own data sets. The website is msropendata.com. So if you search for this website, I'll share these slides with you, so you will get it. There's a one website from Google also, which they provide a lot of data sets free of cost for their domain. YouTube data also you can find it at research.google.com/YouTube 8m, and you can download those data. And government of USA also provide a lot of data from different departments in a CSV format. From this website you can download it. Earth observation, I mean earthquake and all data, you can get it from here. Okay, so there is another UK government also. They have lots of data which you can find it and download it for using purpose. Again, there's a dedicated website which is available, Kaggle. Okay, and most of the data scientists they go to this place and locate the data and then search for this. So Kaggle is one of the very popular website which is in the data scientist machine learning and data science community. So here you you can register and log in and register, and you can get a hell lot of data sets. Hell lot of, I mean, you depends on that. Zomato also you will find it. Zomato. See here, Zomato also you can find the data. Zomato Bangalore restaurants. It's 93 MB. It was uploaded 6 years ago actually. So yeah, a lot of data sets you'll find it, and some membership is also there for downloading certain data. So very popular platform where you can find a lot of genuine data. Little old, but very authentic place for that. Okay, so there's a one website which is called image-net.org, where you can find millions of data and for images. So let's say if you are trying to do some machine learning for image optimizations and image reading capability, so then this website you can use it for data analysis. Okay, so there's one guy which is called Carfath. He also has built good amount of libraries, and he has shared on the GitHub. So you can look at this one also, and you can find lots of data. So apart from that, yeah, NASA also published lots of data sets. You can see that on the screen, and look at this. So these are the hell lot of data sources which you can use it for your learning purpose. I'll share the slides. Each of these websites can, you have a URL and then you can access it. Now, whenever you work with the Jupyter notebook, there is one file extension which they are IPYNB, which is basically interactive Python in a notebook. Basically, it's in short actually. So basically, this is a kind of extension which is being stored for the Jupyter notebook, and it's a JSON based containing code cells, markdown cells, output and metadata. Remember, code cells, markdown cells, output and metadata. And it supports code executions, code store, output storage, and interactivity as well. It's portable, easily shareable, and compatible with the Jupyter Notebook, Lab, and other platform like Google Colab as well. So in a short, let me put it in this way. This extension allow you to write the code. Okay, understand this. Put the code in the same notebook. Whatever the output you have, run the code, and then you have output stored in the same notebook, and also it will help you to interactively. So this is the advantage of this extension which is being used actually. The other format also supported for notebook, something like Python script, HTML, PDF, Markdown, restructured text, JSON, XML, analytics. So these are the slides, these are the extensions which supports in this as well. Okay, so this is all about the introduction of Jupyter Notebook. Any questions so far?
No.
Okay, now what we'll do, now we are going to run some of the code actually. So all the lab things I uploaded here, and I share with you as well. You can that's a lot of things by the way, but we are not going to do so much. So only one which I want you to explore this for now. So here, if you see that this is two libraries I have used, Panda and NumPy. Now you can upload your CSV file, which I'll give it to you in some time, and then you can, after that you can start exploring. So there are many things which you can do, something like if you want to see the head, if you want to see the tail, you want to see info, describe, and many things which you can do. You can play around with it, and that what we will do that step by step. So this is for the learning purpose. From here we can start. So you can download the data, attached data from the this repository. Okay, so for all the data sets which I'm going to use in my session, I will upload it here. This is the place. Okay, and wait a second, I think, sorry, this, okay, I have to change the location, and the location was, okay, so there is a confusion. This directory which has to be, this is the one. What happened? Okay, so there is a confusion, not this place. I'll tell you where is that. Here it is. Okay, so all the repositories you have here, which I'm going to share with you, I'll update this notes, and here you have one repo which is a datasets. Here it is. Okay, so all the data collections which I'm going to use for this course, you will find here only. Here you have a lot of data sources, though I shared you this on the website also, and here some of the specific one which I uploaded from my local to here, out of which you can start with this for the lab session 1 you can start from here. So I have already in local, so I will use this. Okay, so let's get started. So first thing I'm going to start with, just give me 2 seconds. So I want to know the locations of my root locations, where exactly is there. So if I want to run this, now I'm in C drive. So what I will do, I will keep uh, this data in C drive so I can load it easily, though you can have a different path altogether and then load it easily. So C drive, and I think I have this data already. If you see that, this data already. Okay, so now I'm going to load this. So how do we load it? So let me first install the pandas. So how do we install the pandas? So for that you have to run this command, pip install pandas. That's one command you can run, or conda install pandas. I have already installed it, I'm just running in front of you. And there is a one which is called numpy. Okay, so pandas I installed, and after that numpy I have installed already all in this machine. So I'm just showing you for the sake of this demo. And you can use a conda also, conda install panda, conda install panda. This way you can install any library. Conda is not recognized. Okay, so for conda I need to use different uh, prompt, anaconda prompt, this one. Okay, so that way it will be valid. So conda install panda, that you can get it here also working, but the only thing is uh, this I have not restarted the machine after installing the anaconda, so it has not taken actually. That is the difference. So here it got installed. So likewise, before using that you have to install those library. You can use the pip or conda. Now let me load this and run this. I have loaded, and then another one numpy I'm going to load this. Done. Now second thing, you have to use the data set. So let me define the data sets. So the only thing is the file name has to be same. So let me change the name of the file, and done. So now here I'm creating one object and then using the PD, which is a panda, right? So, and read underscore CSV is one of the method in the panda libraries, and giving the path, and it will read the data. Done. Now after that you can play with it what you want to. So first you want to, there's a two things. One is like visual, and there's one which is called analyze the data, and another was visualize. For analyze you can use the panda, for visualize you can use the matplotlib. So df-period head, and then you see in this CSV all the top 10 data you can see. So before that, running this library, you should open this CSV and visualize the data, because if you have a visualizations, you can understand better way. So if you see that this is the data, raw data, and here you have this is the one of the movie details actually: title, genre, description, director, actors, years, runtime, rating, boards, and da da da. So complete details you have. It's a CSV format. I open in this Excel. So you can visualize that data, and now whatever you want, whatever the requirement of your projects using Panda library, you can use that. So I wanted to see the top 10 and I got it. Now you want to see the info of the data structure column. So you can run this and run this here, and here you have all the titles, though you can see this one also, but if you want to see the structure of it, so you can see that. So these are the column we have: null, no, count, data type, and all, whichever the float, objects, integer, all this thing, you can see that. Okay, so accordingly you can describe this each stats. So this is the way. This is all the Panda library is helping you to describe this, and you can understand this. So describe means some of the benchmark you have, like a count, mean. Count means 1000. That means how many data you have, total thousands. So if you see that here you have 1000 data altogether, right? So that is the visualizations you can make it. Now you want to count the unique value in the rank column. So here dear feature, the already loaded rank is a column, and this is the method which is non-unique, so which will help you to do that. So run this, and here 1000. So non-unique means 1000 only. There's no, and here you want to find the duplicate ranks, and this way you can run and all. So it's all duplicate rank, which is this one. So basically the column itself is a duplicate actually for the rank actually. So likewise, if you want to find the top 5 movies by rank, let's say, and this one, here it is. These are the top 5 movies by rank. So it is printing top 5 only because it rank is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 only. Okay, so you want to explain the unique titles, though almost all these titles will be unique, I guess. So just a visualizations. So yeah, you have 1000 total, 1000 unique titles, because all titles must be unique only, I guess. How many totals we have accordingly? Okay, duplicate titles we can unique generate, general frequency, top T. So basically whatever the data you have and whatever the information you want to get it, you can use that. So these are just for the learning purpose. Average description length. So if you want to find out this data, and and one 163 characters actually. So likewise, longest description if you want to find out, these are the one, 322, 773, 959, and all. So top 5 directed by number of movies. So this way here. So Ridley Scott has 8 movies, David has 6 movies, and accordingly. So this all is just a visualizations, whatever that, see what will happen. Uh, uh, there'll be one data set provided to you. Now if data set is not structured, then you have to bring into the structure using some tools like Graphite or Logstash and all. And then once you have a structured data, okay, and then you can use the libraries like a Panda, NumPy, Matplotlib, Matplot, and many more. And using that you need to visualize. Now you need to have a requirement like, okay, these are the data, what kind of reports you want. what you want to display, and accordingly you will create a this code kind of code, and you can create a visualizations here, and then this is something which you can download it and keep it for reference, or maybe you will share with your team or something like that. Are you getting my points?
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay, so here what I have done, I have given you multiple code here. This is the one. Let me share with you. So I have created a multiple step-by-step code for many things. So here you can see uh, pandas. Here you can see pandas with matplotlib. Here with the pandas again. Here with the numpy again. Here with matplotlib also. And here again pandas and numpy. So this all data sets we have been given. Here are the data sets, and here is your code, and this way you can visualize. So some of the visualizations which I want to show you, just give me 2 seconds. So matlab flow like this, I'll show that downside here. So some of the graph which you can see here, this has been created from the matplotlib. Okay, so this all you can try using uh, uh, Jupyter Notebook. Okay, so let me show you some of the stuff for MATLAB Pro. So earthquake data sets. So let me load this data. So again, I have already loaded Panda, but just for the demo, I'm doing one more time. NumPy, and this I'm loading the data set. So this data set I don't have it. Let me download from here. Earthquake, and let me copy in the C drive. And this is the data set which is downloaded from the US website, US earthquake department website, where you can have all the earthquake which has happened in the last couple of years, all the records, you will get it. So now you can use this as a reference point. So let me load this now. df1, I'm loading with it. Okay, and now the file name is earthquake datasets. Done. Now with that, now you can apply. So if you want to see all the data which is from the how many total earthquake has happened, so total head, and insert and then run. So pretty huge data, but it's a short format. And now if you want to see something like you want to change the date format, so you can create a variable. This is the variable which you created, and then print it, and then after that here you are adding this and merging the data and creating a stamp and creating a new column which is the date time, and after that you are displaying. So if you see that here data, here there is no date time column, you see there is no date time. So now this is a way to add a new columns from the existing one. So quickly let me run this, and the output should be date, yeah, and then you run this, and then display this whether output is there or not coming, and then finally you are adding concatenating the new uh, column. This is the code for adding concatenating the new column, and now you display the whole column using the df1 head. And now you see that you added, so earlier date and time was there, but now you created a new column with the date and time, merging it together. So that way you have a certain data, certain column, and after analysis you can create a new column with the new insight altogether also. So this way you can undo that. So these are the stuff which you can play around with it and so on. So now I want to show you some of the matplotlib libraries, and for that I need to go little down, and here it is. So matplotlib, let me import it first in the environment. So here, and you see that this error is coming because this library I have not installed it. So let me install it quickly. So how do we install it? Uh, you can install it using popcorn or whatever you like it. Enter, and I had just installed manually, and done. Now again you run this, and done, loaded. So now I want to show you some of the this is done, this is done, this is done. Okay, so now I want to show you something which is, hold on a second, did I load it? Okay, this also have to do, I did not do that, and enter, done. And after that I am going to call that. So now let me show you this. So this is the matplotlib visualizations. Just I want to show you the basic code, and enter. What happened? df2 not found. Did df, oh, df1 df2 I didn't run. Okay, just a second, hold on. df2 objects I have to make it somewhere. Okay, here it is. So df2 I'm making it here, and enter. Okay, and now done. So here you see that these visualizations you can get it from matplotlib, and using that you can create a beautiful graphs. And there's a seaborn libraries also, using that you can fine tune this matplotlib. So all this thing you have a step-by-step detail here itself, all the demo, and then all the how it will look, what are the code you want to run it, everything you have here actually, which will help you to get it done. So you see that number of total earthquake between 1965 to 2016. I think if you want to visualize something like this, then earlier I have not run some of the libraries, so you have to run before that this, so then only it will create. So this way you can have a visualization. So some of the algorithm which in machine learning data scientist uses, which is like a panda, numpy, matplotlib, seaborn, sci-fi, and so on. So these are the libraries. This is how you can use in the notebook explorer, I mean Jupyter notebook console. Did you understand this?
Yes.